The Council of Ten Kings. Genre, political thriller, espionage. Based on The Grand Strategies of Global Powers essay. The Gathering at Aegis Point. In the icy cliffs above an abandoned NORAD facility in the Canadian Rockies, 10 figures gathered inside a secure underground chamber. The polished black table glowed faintly with biometric sensors, each seat etched with the insignia of a nation or region: USA, China, Russia, EU, Israel, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan, and OPEC. The room was hidden from every satellite and shielded against every AI surveillance grid. At the head sat Ambassador Roland Grier, the Watchmen's chief strategist, and a man considered dead by most world governments. Tall, silver-bearded, his presence radiated from a life spent walking through the shadows of power. Beside him sat Dr. Eliana Mikhailov, a defector from Russia's strategic command. Across from her, Colonel Zhen Wei, Xi Jinping's unseen hand in foreign infiltration. There was also Director Amar Suleiman, Jordan's Master of Intelligence, Admiral Pierce Kane, representing the American Naval Command, and General Cyrus Rashidi, the silent voice of Iran's Quds force. Also present were Sheikh Tariq al-Mutlaq, OPEC's quiet kingmaker, and Yael Koren, Israel's Mossad liaison. 2 more remained in shadows. "Let the record show," Grier began. "This is not a summit of peace, but a war council for the soul of the 21st century. Strategies unveiled." "Let's speak plainly," Admiral Kane said, tapping his knuckles on the table. "The American empire's on borrowed time, the dollar's strained, our borders bleed, and every city that bows to woke delusion becomes a staging ground for collapse." Zhen Wei smirked. "Precisely the weakness we anticipated. America can still strike hard, but it cannot endure. In the East, we build for centuries. Your short-term chaos is our long-term stability." Yael Koren's voice sliced the air. "And while the West dithers, Iran funds Hamas, Hezbollah, and chaos in the streets of Jerusalem. That's not long-term strategy, it's spiritual suicide." General Rashidi spoke at last, his voice calm. "We do not seek peace, we seek purification. The West lives by rebellion. We live by submission, to power, to destiny, to Allah." Dr. Mikhailov tapped a screen showing Ukraine, Georgia, and the Baltics. "Russia's strategy is clear: expand and destabilize. We are not rebuilding the Soviet Union. We are correcting history." Grier raised his hand. "Each of you thinks you play chess, but this is revelation. The world is aligning into 10 horns. The West forgets God. The East pretends to be gods. But prophecy is not a metaphor. It is a warning. The clash of prophecy and power." Amar Suleiman leaned forward. "In Jordan, we survive by silence. We will not be your battlefield." Sheikh Tariq replied with measured firmness. "Then your silence will be your defeat. OPEC controls more than oil. We control submission through dependence, and dependence is the new warhead." Dr. Mikhailov looked to Grier. "Why bring us together? You know these strategies already." "Because a new alignment is forming," Grier said, pulling a cloth from a glowing map. "The Builders Guild, the Cabal, the Nexus 1 AI, all of you are pawns unless you wake up." Admiral Kane narrowed his eyes. "You saying America's being played?" "I'm saying everyone is," Grier replied. "From digital currencies to engineered famines to climate hysteria, none of you wrote the script, but you're acting in it." Yael Koren spoke softly, but with steel. "Then we need a new alliance, not of governments, but of watchmen, those who still believe in right and wrong, in borders, in God." Silence fell. Then Zhen Wei stood. "Let the West fight among itself. Let the cities burn and the churches close. China will bury you with your own weakness." He turned to leave. Grier's voice echoed. "Pride goeth before destruction, Zhen. You forget one thing, there's still a remnant. The fire to come." Outside, the night sky over the Rockies shimmered with auroras. Below the mountain, a column of Watchmen operatives waited. Raven, Sky Dragon, and Viper stood in the snow, weapons slung. As Grier exited the chamber, Sky Dragon asked, "Did they buy it?" "No," Grier said, "but they heard it." Viper adjusted his gear. "Then we light the match. Operation Ezekiel begins now." "And what if they unite against us?" Raven asked. Grier's eyes burned with fire. "Then we finish what Nimrod started. and show them who the tower was built against. Closing note. The strategies of nations are not merely political, they are spiritual. And the final war won't be fought only with tanks or currency. It will be fought over the soul of man.